Have you ever wondered what love sounds like, not in your 20s, not even in your 40s, but later in life, when the masks are off and the words carry real weight? It's not about flirty texts, love songs or grand gestures anymore. For a man who truly loves an older woman, it's in the words he chooses, quiet words, meaningful words, words you may have heard, but didn't realize were love letters all on their own. As we get older, the way we give and receive love changes. It becomes deeper, calmer, and more intentional. Older women especially bring wisdom, experience, and strength, and the men who recognize that often speak in ways that are powerful, not flashy. This video is for you, the woman who may be wondering, does he really love me? Is what we have real? Today we'll explore 13 words that emotionally mature men often say only when they're in love with an older woman. Not because they're trying to impress her, but because they see her, they respect her, and they feel safe enough to be real. These aren't just words, they're windows into how he sees you. So if you've ever felt unseen or unsure of what love looks like later in life, you're not alone. Let's take a closer look at what these words mean, and why hearing them could mean more than you ever imagined. Love at 60 doesn't look or sound like love at 20, and that's a good thing. In our younger years, relationships are often wrapped in excitement, attraction, and proving ourselves. But as we grow older, love matures. It becomes more about acceptance, respect, and emotional security. You see, men who've grown through life's ups and downs often stop trying to perform love. Instead, they communicate it, and they do it in ways that are more real, more reflective of who you are and how you make them feel. This shift often shows up in language, not in grand romantic speeches, but in quieter, intentional words that carry depth. According to relationship psychologists, mature love is marked by emotional intimacy and authentic verbal expression. That means a man is more likely to say what he feels, clearly and directly, because he's no longer trying to impress. He's trying to connect. He's grown enough to realize that real love isn't about the chase. It's about the calm that follows when you've found someone who brings peace. And when a man loves an older woman, he's often even more intentional. Why? Because older women bring presence, wisdom, patience, a sense of self that doesn't demand but deserves deep respect. She's not asking him to be someone else. She's asking him to be honest. And in that honesty, his words start to change. So what kinds of words come from this kind of love? They're not flashy, but they're unforgettable. Words that speak of safety, admiration, and commitment, not just romance. In the next part of this video, we'll explore 13 of these powerful words and what it really means when a man says them to a woman he truly loves, especially one who's lived, learned, and earned every ounce of love he has to give. When a man tells you, "I feel safe with you," that's not about locks on the door or feeling protected from danger. It's about emotional safety. In younger years, men often feel pressured to hide vulnerability, but as he matures, he starts to crave someone who doesn't judge him, who sees his fears, his regrets, his humanity, and accepts it. When he says he feels safe with you, he's really saying, "I can breathe around you. I don't have to pretend." That's love, in its most honest form. Word 2. Admire. I admire you. These are not empty words. Admiration is about respect. It's about recognizing the life you've lived, the challenges you've overcome, the grace with which you carry yourself, your wisdom, your strength. When a man loves an older woman, he often speaks from a place of awe. You may not even realize how much he sees in you, how he watches how you handle conflict, how you speak to people, how you manage your time. So when he says, I admire you, know that he's not just admiring your beauty, he's admiring your essence. Word 3. Appreciate. A man who loves you deeply won't let your efforts go unnoticed. I appreciate what you do may sound simple, but it carries layers. He's saying he sees the dinners you cook, the way you listen when he's tired, the way you make a house feel like home. And more than that, he's not taking it for granted. Appreciation, spoken aloud, is a hallmark of emotional maturity. It tells you that he doesn't just expect, he values. Word 4. Listen. Here's a word that's easy to say, but hard to mean. Listen. When a man says, I'm listening, or even better, I want to hear what you think, that's love speaking. Listening is one of the deepest ways we show care, and older women often have insight that comes from life experience. A man who loves you won't just hear the sound of your voice, he'll tune into your meaning. He wants your perspective. He values your truth. Word 5. Value. I value your opinion. Think about those words. They don't just say you're heard, they say you matter. When a man truly loves you, he begins to see your opinion as a guiding voice in his life. He doesn't make decisions in a vacuum anymore. He considers your view because it holds weight. And in a world that often ignores older women, that kind of value is rare and beautiful. Word 6. Support. Support is more than showing up. It's standing beside you, even when things aren't convenient or easy. When a man says, I support your dreams, or I support what you're doing, he's telling you that your life doesn't revolve around him, that you're still growing, and he wants you to grow. He's not intimidated by your independence. He's inspired by it. That's not just love. That's partnership. Word 7. Home. You feel like home. This is special, because home isn't a place, it's a feeling. When he says you feel like home, he's telling you that in your presence, he feels at peace. He's not performing, he's not proving, he's just being. And isn't that what we all want, as we get older? To be with someone who lets us exhale. Word 8. Beautiful. You're beautiful to me. And notice that, to me, because beauty in mature love is personal. It's not about magazine covers or makeup. It's about how your eyes light up when you laugh, the way you carry yourself when you walk into a room, the way your presence changes the energy. When a man loves an older woman, he learns to see beauty not as something worn, but something lived. And when he says it, believe it. Word 9. Understand. I understand what you're going through. Empathy is the deepest form of love. The poor say is the deepest form of love. And older women often carry unspoken burdens, grief, caregiving, regret, transitions. When a man doesn't rush to fix things, but instead says, I understand, he's meeting you where you are. That's rare. That's real. It means he's listening with his heart, not just his ears. Word 10. Respect. I respect you. Don't underestimate this one. Respect is the foundation of all lasting love. Without it, romance is shallow. With it, love becomes unshakable. When a man respects you, he honors your time, your voice, your body, and your boundaries. He doesn't mock your past or minimize your opinions. He sees you as an equal, is equal, and in a world that often tells older women to shrink, a man who says, I respect you, is a rare gift. Word 11. Need. I need you. For many men, this is hard to admit. Needing someone feels like vulnerability, but mature love embraces that. When a man says, I need you in my life, He's not being weak, he's being honest. He's acknowledging that your presence fills a space no one else can. He's not dependent on you, but your love has become something he doesn't want to live without. Word 12. Grateful. I'm grateful for you. There's something profoundly intimate about being appreciated without being asked. Gratitude in love means he's noticing the little things, the way you care, the way you show up, the fact that you're in his life. Period. Gratitude turns love into something sacred, something intentional, something enduring. Word 13. Ours. And finally, ours. Ours. Our journey, our space, our time together. This word, though small, signals something massive: shared ownership of the relationship. When a man speaks in terms of ours, he's not just involving you in his life, he's building something with you. Together, he's saying, this love, this life, it belongs to both of us. And that kind of love, it's not just romantic, it's transformational. For far too long, society has told women that their value has an expiration date, that once you reach a certain age, love becomes less likely, less passionate, less real. But here's the truth. That is a lie. And worse, it's a lie that keeps women from recognizing just how worthy they are of being loved exactly as they are, exactly where they are. Being loved as an older woman is powerful, not because it defies the odds, but because it reveals something deeper, that your wisdom, your lived experience, your emotional depth, these are not burdens, they are treasures. And when a man truly loves you, he sees those treasures, he leans into them, he learns from them. Love that comes in later life is often the strongest, not because it burns the brightest, but because it burns with clarity. There's no pretense, no games, just presence. A man who loves an older woman doesn't just love her for what she offers, but for who she is, whole, evolving, grounded. This kind of love is healing. It gives you permission to let go of who the world said you had to be, and instead embrace who you really are. It says, you don't have to be younger, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be you. There's nothing more powerful than that. So if you're watching this and wondering whether your time has passed, let me tell you, it hasn't. You are still worthy of love. Deep love, mature love, lasting love. And when it comes, when it stays, it will sound different. It will sound like truth. It will sound like the words we've talked about today. Take these words to heart. Reflect on them. And if someone in your life is saying them, really saying them, don't brush it off. They just might be telling you they love you in the most honest way they know how. The truth is, real love often speaks in quiet, meaningful ways. And if you're lucky enough to hear these 13 words, believe them. They mean more than flowers or grand gestures. They mean presence, respect, and the kind of connection that only grows stronger with time. Whether you've heard these words before, or you're still waiting for them, know this: you are already enough. You are still lovable, desirable, and deeply worthy of a love that honors all of you. You don't need to chase youth to be loved. You just need to be seen and see yourself through the eyes of truth. If this message resonated with you, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It helps more women just like you find messages that uplift and remind them of their worth. And if you have a moment, share your thoughts in the comments below. What words have stayed with you? What did you need to hear today? Don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content created especially for women who are living, growing, and loving at every stage of life.